How's everybody doing? You probably can't even hear me because of the fan. That is how I've changed my Gordo tech. Now let's get started. In order to accomplish what we need to accomplish, we have to take this lid, and I'm going to cut it out a little differently. I'm going to cut out that one, maybe polka dot the center on the lip. Sit down on the floor. Got my cheap soldering iron. I thought it said Weller at one point, but probably not. So now I'm just going to stick it in. It's gotta get a little bit hotter. And then we'll cut this out. We like to take it higher. So yeah, this part, as you can see, will take a while, but once it gets warm, it really does move fast. I'll bring you back. There we go, we're at about full speed. So I decided to change my mind, and instead of leaving that piece right there, I'm going to cut it out. And the reason is, I'm happy with how the other one's going. I don't want to give myself an extra drip edge, because if you see that lip right there between the low part and the high part, that's already going to give me a little bit of a drip edge that I'm going to have to maintain. As if that wasn't enough noise before, here we go with some more. Love the professionalism. Now that the lid is cut out, what we need to do is install window screen. Alright, here we go. If you're new and don't understand why the quality of the video is so poor, it's because I don't give a fuck. You're actually going to learn. Like, useful knowledge, not learn that I don't give a... You're here to learn useful shit. Who cares about... Life's about abrasion so we can grow, alright? Fucking figure it out. So now we got the screen cut out. Nip the corners. And this is after trial and error of doing a couple other ones. The other screens look like shit. This one, when we're done, should look nice. Should actually look like it's installed side to side. This is a real pain in the ass to do one-handed. So what I'm going to do now is go get some Gorilla Glue, spray this edge right here, tack it down, and then hopefully it'll stick and I don't make too much of a mess on the carpet, because I gotta replace it, but I feel like waiting another week or so. This is the first version of the screen. It just doesn't look good. I got some glue sitting on it over there. We're growing grass in here for fungus later. This is editing me now, and I know that some of you guys are going to be confused as to what I mean. It's literally grass, okay? I am growing grass. But now that we got this screen done, boom. Let this cure, and then we'll fill her up with our substrate and our grain. Bang. Alright, so I'm out in my garage. We got our totes. This is an earlier model. This is a newer model. Newer model, you can attach the handles. Older models, you got window cranks. Get over it. You can't put them up. I mean, you probably could, but it's going to damage some shit. So we don't. But, alright. What we're going to do now is take some Everclear, because that's what I have. Normally I have 70% ISO, which is all you need. But because of the holiday, they're out as well am I. So we'll take some Everclear and clean it. And then the good thing about using this is paper towels when we're done will be good enough for our hands. If you're reusing a tub, make sure you get all the cracks and crevices, because if you sporulate it, once the humidity starts sweating into here, you don't want that mycelium colonizing on the side and dripping down, causing issues with your grow. Because I'm not using a tote liner. Now granted, it's the same strain, so it's not the end of the world in this tote. But if you were mixing strains, you'd have an issue. So now I'll just take this. It's literally that easy. This shit's strong. And I'll also take it right down our jars. So letting that evaporate out. Getting everything else set up. Three jars of grain per tote. And that is the half measurement for the normal tech. So now I just want to bust this grain up loosely in each jar, and then we'll add our substrate and mix in our grain. Be careful doing this. I've seen horror stories over the years. Fortunately, I've never had any. So, use a tennis ball. That's what people seem to say the most, but I've just been very fortunate. So I'll see you guys after I bust all this up and we're ready to load the grain and substrate. Alright, now that we got that done, time to get our substrate. This is half of, well, this is the full mix for Border Tech, but I'm going to put half in there and half in there. And then 3 jars and 3 jars. So let's get our substrate out. You might notice I'm not wearing gloves. Guess what? It's okay. Go with your gloves, man. You're fucking get tan. What the hell are you doing? You're fine. Just be clean. It's about half. About a little bit more. Alright, happy with that. Put you on for a minute while we're working over here. You might notice some popcorn in here. That was the starter grain. It's also my favorite grain. So we have that. One more time, I'm going to put a little bit of alcohol on a napkin just to wipe my hands off. And then once they're dry, we are mixing in the grain and letting it colonize. Not really. Let me stop. Trying to break up as much of the clumps as I can. He ain't got fucking gloves on, man. It's like the bird seed's gonna get underneath his fingernails and shit. And it's gonna just ruin it, man. He's gonna fucking get tan. What the hell? Oh, he didn't even wash his hands. Hold on, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who am I? What the? This is stupid. Why does anybody watch this content? This is so stupid. Amateur? Like a fucking G, bro. I owe you a punch in the dick while you're looking. He even sniffled. She sniffled over top. Oh my! He's even, and she's talking right now. He's fucking breathing. Doesn't he know that there's like 32,000 bacterium in his mouth as he's talking and just? Oh my god! What the hell are we doing, Ethel? What the fuck has the world come to? I'm playing with my pile of poo. I'm playing with my pile of poo. I'm playing with my pile. I'm playing with my pile of poop. As I've played with many piles of poop over the year, I've thought about many things, and one of the things I've thought about is that you got a religion of people, or a group of people, that like they worship the cow to a level where they soak themselves in pee and that shit of the cow. And I guess if they're tripping out on shrooms daily, I kind of understand why they might think it's a religious animal. You know, just sit here playing with my pile of poop. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna be right back. I dropped the birdseed from my pile of poop. Now that we've got our substrate and green mixed together, if we left it like this, it would just evaporate too much moisture before yielding fruiting bodies. So, since we ruined the lids, we got to kind of restore the integrity a little bit of it. And that's what the saran wrap is for. Take this off. Well, the phone died, but it doesn't matter. So both of these have their plastic on. Time to set them off to colonize over the next week or two. Sorry for the loud noise. It's cold as shit out, and that's my furnace. So I moved our totes into here 2 days ago. So now it's time for us to add our casing. All I'm going to do is remove that and then put my casing on top. If you need the casing recipe, you can find it in the other Tech video. Oops. It's like he has a tripod. Why doesn't he ever use it? Now the rest in the other. Alright, time for Edward's shaky hands to come in. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Skip-woot. Alright. Now we just spray our screen. Not too much, not too little. We've learned some lessons along the way. These are double layered. And now we put our lid on. Our lid on our lid stacked on jars. Ugh. And now we are fruiting, boys. That sucks. That's what happens when it's too wet. So grab. Yeah, smell it. Doesn't have any smell to it, though. It smells like a mushroom. It's going up. Some of them will get firm from the bottom like that. It's unfortunate. I needed to be out here yesterday morning. Some will go down there, some will go up top, then we'll weigh them out. Now we got our first block, side pins, main flush, trash. I have more rotted stuff that I have to throw in there. Not a lot though, so looked worse at the beginning. Now remember, this is only one block, ouch, of the two. So let's keep our harvest separate. That way we'll know this is block A and block B, and then we'll tally the two and see if we get more than Gordo did on the larger tote, and see if this may be a more viable option depending on your environment. Alright, now we're on our other one. This one looks a lot better. It's got some sporulation down there. That's it. Nothing's too wet. So the same thing. I've got all these picked out. And then get their feet chopped off, because unfortunately I can't give these guys haircut. They fray apart at the bottom too easily. So like, when I try to run my whiskers up and around, of course now this one won't do it, of course, but it gets like very brittle at the end, so we don't do that with them. We just unfortunately cut their feet and ask them for help later. So I'm gonna get these on a tray and then get everybody their hair. Well, I'll get these on a tray, pull them back, and we'll give everybody a haircut and see what weighs more. Good morning. I fell asleep when I got that done. I still have that, and that. So I'm assuming we're not going to get an accurate measurement on weight for fresh. See you guys in a few. Alright, so there is some of the trash that we didn't want to keep, some of the rotted ones. That's what we pulled off of everything right there. Let's go check the scales. There you go, 1 pound 10 ounces. Now granted, that's been drying out for like probably about 20 hours in the air, so let's go get it in the dehydrator. But yeah, we'll have to see what the dry weight is, because I fucked up getting the fresh harvest wet weight. Alright, so we just turned that off, and I just realized that the weight that I was talking about was on cyans, not these not lenses, but on the cyans he got 800 grams fresh, so we'll have to do some math to see what we have out of here. Let's get the dried weight up. This is for the people that did better in life than me and don't know how to use a scale correctly. Let me turn it on. Now it's teared out. See if you can pick it up. We lose the weight of that. So now all I gotta do, we're gonna slide this out like this. Right? Then we take this, slide it right back over top of it. Like that. Then we pull it, flip it, and then throw it on there. I'll see you in a minute. Now see, because you thought I was kidding you, which is why we left this top here. So there we go. Let's get her on like that. There we go. Everything's on there. Let's take this off and get our weight. Now 108 grams dried. We'll take that. I'm actually happy with that. Love you, friends. It's at this point in time I'd like to thank you for your time. It's all we have. It does not exist. Much love. Stay chubby. And understand, those little fuckers are strong.